Hi there. In today's video, I'm going to talk about red flags that can come up, you must be aware of when shortlisting and selecting universities to study abroad. Now, this is a very sensitive topic. It's one that is very, very important to keep in mind when you're shortlisting universities. And it's also, the first of a series of two videos where I will help you not just watch out for fake universities and avoid getting duped, but also learn the correct process and the important parameters that you need to keep in mind when shortlisting universities. My name is Anand Venkateshan. I'm the founder and mentor of this platform called mentorscapital.com. We have a very, very large pool of mentors from across the globe who've walked the same journey that you intend to do. And so their advice and by connecting with them on one-on-one mentorship sessions, we believe that you will get practical tips on, how to make your admission journey successful, right? And that's exactly what our endeavor is. Well, let's get down to today's topic, which is, red flags. And I think the background here is that there are many pieces of instances where students have gotten duped by fake universities, right? Universities that exist on paper, but lack a lot of either the brand or the recognition or even the facilities to give you quality education that they are going to charge you for, right? So make sure that you are aware of that and you do your best to avoid getting duped by such fake universities. Well, the first thing to keep in mind is that fake universities will rarely ever feature in the top rankings, on rankings that are given by prestigious platforms that recommend your students into popular universities. There are four that we would recommend that you keep in mind: the top universities or the QS World Rankings. Also, US News is an excellent site for rankings of universities in the US and even the global, entire world. And Times global rankings in education are also quite reliable, as are the Financial Times ranking. So if you are looking at a university and the name does not feature, and it's not even a low rank university in any of these rankings, it should immediately trigger off, a warning in your mind. Maybe this university is not worth going to, because remember, unless, but I'm going to caution you, it's not like, only the top ranked universities are worth attending. No. In fact, I guess you need to match your profile and the strength of your profile with the university rank and the facilities it offers. But that doesn't mean that low-ranked universities must be neglected, right? What I mean is that as long as the university or college has been included in the rankings, it means that they got a seal of approval from the conductor of such ranking methodologies, right? And so that should give you a degree of comfort into towards applying for that program. So that's number one. Number two, make sure that you don't just rely on rankings. Rankings, after all, are not completely reliable. So make sure that you do your due diligence and your research about whether the program and the university is accredited by the relevant authority. Thus, for example, universities in India need to have the NAC rating, right? And any university that does not have a NAC rating is not deemed to be, worth your money and your time and your resources. Similarly, in any country that you go to, whether it's the US, UK, Germany, Canada, or any European country, or maybe even Australia, make sure that you do research whether the university that you're attending, the college that you're going to, is an accredited one. Remember, there are national and regional institutions that give an accreditation to universities and colleges, as are program-specific programmatic accreditations that are given to specific departments in these institutions. So make sure that you do conduct your research about whether the university, the college, and also the department is one that has the relevant accreditation, especially in professional and research fields, because that, that is of extreme value to you. And remember, it's not just important to say that, hey, if it has a valid accreditation, that the quality of education will be great. Sure, it does mean that, but it also means that employers will tend to trust the university, and will tend to hire candidates who have graduated from these universities. And in fact, ones that do not have the accreditation, there will be a degree of suspicion about candidates who graduated from such colleges and some institutions, right? So make sure that this does not come in the way of your successful career in the future, right? And most of this information, remember, is found either on the university website or on specific departmental or ministry websites related to the education, as well as the specific program that you wish to, the specific field that you wish to specialize in. So find that information. Most of it is available online. Another piece of, since we're talking about online information, one more thing you should ascertain is how much information is given in the university or college website, right? And I think one easy way of quickly determining whether the university is a fake one is to go and assess the depth of information about the faculty, right? Or about past students and alumni networks. Because if there are individual departmental pages, for let's say engineering department, you have separate ECE website, a website for the ECE department, and for the computer science department, or so on and so forth, right? And within each department, irrespective, well, a lot of universities actually tend to have individual faculty pages, right? And so there are pages dedicated to specific faculty, the kind of research that they're doing, the kind of qualifications that they possess, and their research interest areas, as also the courses that they teach, and the credits that they are responsible for. So all of this information is either presented in individual faculty pages, and even if that's not the case, you definitely should have at least a listing in one common place by department. And if you don't find that information, well, then there is a cause to suspect the university, because this is important information, and this is information that's important enough for the university to declare for the benefit of prospective applicants. Similarly, it's also important to assess whether the university makes public information about the students who came in the past, and the kind of outcomes that they have enjoyed, right? And then this includes the kind of industries that alumni have joined, the kind of positions they hold, the kind of salaries that they earn in the future, and so on. Well, depending on the category of the institution that you are looking at, such information might not be very deep and might not be very segmented, but I think the fact that such information is available even at a macro stage should give you some confidence about the pedigree, right? And finally, obviously, if you're checking it online, make sure that you also look up for the kind of research facilities and infrastructure facilities available over there. Do they have labs? What kind of equipment do labs contain? What kind of research do professors conduct, and what kind of thesis are they researching? And finally, what kind of student projects are happening? A lot of universities tend to encourage students to do pet projects that are applications of the theory that they study in the university. And so the mention of those can actually give you a lot of confidence in the university that you're applying for. Well, another parameter that you should look at, and actually can act as a red flag, is the lack of too many admission requirements. Remember that most top universities require a statement of purpose, a resume, a personal statement, language testing requirements, even standardized testing requirements like GRE or the GMAT, besides taking video assessments and interviews, right? Any university that doesn't ask for an SOP or a resume, right, or even LORs at the stage of application, is probably not getting enough information from you, right? And so they're not really assessing candidates, right, which should raise a red flag in your mind. Number two, if the university has the option of availing a scholarship, then there must be a set process for them to assess candidates who are deserving of the scholarship. because whether it's need-based or merit-based scholarship, assessment is a critical criteria, right? And so if that's missing, then that should also raise an equally large flag in your head. And finally, make sure that you're aware of all these Ponzi schemes. Scamsters who are looking to dupe you will always solicit money from you, right, in advance. They will ask for a prepayment even before admission is confirmed. They probably will give you sources of payment which are shady, maybe trust only people who ask for credit card based payments, or who ask for payment through the PayPal platform. So make sure that these red flags are also considered by you when you consider shortlisting a particular university, right? Well, a couple of quick examples. This is the University of Southern California, the Viterbi School of Engineering, and you can see that the depth of information given on their website includes the admission the admission process, the kind of admission requirements that they have. Very clearly lists out the deadlines, the round 1, round 2 deadlines, as well as specific requirements for admission. And one other thing that the such top-notch universities do is also define a very, very clear curriculum, right? What is what will we teach you? What are the courses included therein? What will be the structure of those courses? How many will you credits will you need to take in which semester, which term, right? And all of this information, as you can see on the screen, Cornell University's engineering department, engineering management program has these kind of electives, these kind of specialization tracks that you need to choose. And this kind of information is usually presented by colleges that you can trust, right? So make sure that you assess all of this when you're applying to a university, and a lack of this kind of information should really raise a red flag. Well, my name is Anand Venkatesan, and I hope that this video sort of gave you some quick ways to evaluate whether the university, the private university or college that you're looking to apply to, whether it's trustworthy or not. We do help and give advice on the entire gamut of services along the admission journey, which includes standardized testing like GRE, GMAT preparation, includes crafting application essays, SOPs, LORs, and even the final stage of assessing by video or written assessments, or even personal interviews. And our mentors can help you crack and excel in every stage of the application journey. I hope you liked this video. I do give me a thumbs up to this video if you liked it. The comment section of this video gives you contact information where you can reach out to us with specific queries. If you have any suggestions, make sure that you highlight them to us. And well, on that note, I would like to thank all of you for your time, and wish you all the very best for your future endeavors.